Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're talking about the self-help book, 12 Rules for Life, An Antidote to Chaos by Jordan B. Peterson. Peterson, a well-known Canadian psychologist and professor, shares his wisdom on how to lead a meaningful life through a blend of psychology, philosophy, and personal stories. The core of this book is a set of 12 basic rules that, when followed, help manage the chaos and uncertainty that life often presents. In just a couple of sentences, 12 Rules for Life points out that life is complicated, filled with challenges, and often unpredictable. But, by following a set of practical principles rooted in an overall understanding of human nature and society, one can navigate this complexity with more clarity, purpose, and positivity. The 12 rules are: 1. Stand up straight with your shoulders back. 2. Treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. 3. Make friends with people who want the best for you. 4. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. 5. Do not let your children do anything that makes you dislike them. 6. Set your house in perfect order before you criticize the world. 7. Pursue what is meaningful, not what is expedient. 8. Tell the truth, or, at least, don't lie. 9. Assume that the person you are listening to might know something you don't. 10. Be precise in your speech. 11. Do not bother children when they are skateboarding. 12. Pet a cat when you encounter one on the street. Let's now dive deeper into these 12 rules. Rule 1. Stand up straight with your shoulders back. This rule tells us that it's important to show confidence, both in how we hold our bodies and in how we think. It's like a reminder to stand tall and believe in ourselves. Imagine you're invited to a job interview. If you walk in slouching and looking down, it communicates lack of confidence and low self-esteem. However, if you enter the room standing tall with your shoulders back, you appear confident and responsible. Rule 2. Treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. Often, we're better at caring for others than we are for ourselves. Rule 2 therefore advises us to take care of ourselves, just like we would do for a good friend. Consider the advice you might give a friend who's stressed out and overworked. You'd likely tell them to take a break, perhaps go for a walk or meditate. Do you give yourself the same caring advice when you're under stress? Rule 3. Make friends with people who want the best for you. We become the average of the people we spend the most time with. As a consequence, we should value positive influences in our lives and strengthen relationships with those who genuinely support our growth and success. If you're trying to live a healthier lifestyle, spending time with people who share the same mindset, encourage your goals, and celebrate your progress will be more beneficial than hanging out with those who tempt you into old, unhealthy habits. Rule 4. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. This rule asks us to focus on our own journey, rather than getting lost in unproductive comparisons with others. Imagine you've recently started learning a new instrument. You won't sound like a professional musician who has been practicing for years, and that's okay. Focus on the improvement you make each day, rather than comparing yourself to the expert. Rule 5. Do not let your children do anything that makes you dislike them. Not only true for your children, this rule speaks of the need for setting boundaries and encouraging socially acceptable behavior. If your child has a habit of acting bad in public places and you give in to their demands each time, they might continue this behavior. Setting boundaries and teaching them socially appropriate behavior is crucial here. Rule 6. Set your house in perfect order before you criticize the world. Peterson invites us here to first deal with our own issues before blaming the world or others for our problems. Take responsibility and stop judging. It's easy to blame traffic for being late to work every day. But could you wake up earlier or find a different route to work? This rule advises looking for solutions in our own behavior first. Rule 7. Pursue what is meaningful, not what is expedient. The focus here is on seeking long-term fulfillment rather than short-term gratification. Choosing to finish your project rather than watching another episode on Netflix might be less appealing at the moment, but it brings you closer to your long-term goals and is therefore more meaningful. Rule 8. Tell the truth, or, at least, don't lie. A potent reminder of the importance of honesty, this rule underlines the key role truth plays in maintaining personal integrity and trust in relationships. It also means being honest with ourselves and acknowledge our weaknesses, shadows, and mistakes. In a simple interaction with a colleague asking for your opinion on their work, giving honest feedback, even if it's not all positive, is more beneficial than sugarcoating things just to avoid a moment of discomfort. Rule 9. Assume that the person you are listening to might know something you don't. Learn to be a good listener, be humble, and recognize that other people may know things we don't. We can always learn something new from others if we want to. Listening openly to a junior employee's strategy suggestion could potentially lead to a breakthrough, even though you have more experience. Rule 10. Be precise in your speech. Encouraging clear and precise communication with others and with yourself, this rule aims to prevent misunderstandings and unnecessary conflicts. Whenever you plan to achieve something, you must be explicit and precise in your goals. Unclear goals can create unclear actions, which then can create the wrong results. Rule 11. Do not bother children when they are skateboarding. A call for allowing risk-taking, this rule encourages us to let children as well as ourselves explore their boundaries and develop resilience. Imagine you're considering taking a solo trip, but are concerned about the challenges you might face. Try to step out of your comfort zone, embrace the adventure, and learn from the experience. Rule 12. Pet a cat when you encounter one on the street. A reminder to appreciate life's small joys, this rule encourages us to take a moment to enjoy simple pleasures amidst the chaos of life. Let's say you're having a tough day at work. During your lunch break, instead of staying at your desk, you decide to go outside and enjoy the sun. This simple act can bring a bit of joy and help you get through the day. Wrapping things up, 12 Rules for Life is a helpful tool full of smart advice and thought-provoking insights to assist us in life's challenging moments. It's a book that not only shares useful ways to face life's ups and downs, but also encourages us to reflect on our own behavior. We've only covered the basics here, but there's a lot more to learn from the book. So, if this piqued your interest, we recommend checking out the full book. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more insightful book summaries.